If you're a senior leader, and especially a CHRO, you know the pressure is just relentless. It never stops. But what if the secret to performing at your best isn't about gritting your teeth and pushing even harder? Today, we're going to dig into a really powerful framework for leadership that flips that idea on its head, and it's all based on the fantastic work of Cindy Liu, the founder of CHRO Partners.
I just love this quote because, honestly, who hasn't felt this way? Cindy Liu said this after trying a simple breathing exercise, and get this, it took a full 20 minutes for her mind to finally quiet down. 20? It's a huge wake-up call, right? It shows how our new normal is just being completely wound up, even when we're trying to find a moment of peace.
And that really brings us to the core of this whole explainer. You know, we've all been trained to be resilient, to just be tougher and power through. But what if that's the wrong game plan entirely? What if the real secret to staying at the top of your game is found by looking at how elite athletes train?
So look at these two mindsets. On one side, you've got the classic executive approach, just push, push, push. But any top athlete will tell you if you train at 100% every single day, you don't get stronger, you break down. The real magic isn't just in the effort, it's in the intentional recovery that actually builds your capacity to perform. This is exactly why so many of those productivity hacks we try just don't work. They're all about managing your calendar, squeezing more into your day, but the real problem isn't your time, it's your capacity. When your nervous system is constantly stuck in a low-grade fight-or-flight mode, your ability to think clearly and lead effectively just tanks.
Let's just be clear on what we're talking about. For a long time, the goal was always resilience. The ability to endure, to bounce back after a tough situation. It's really all about survival.
But capacity? Now this is a total game changer. Capacity isn't just about surviving stress, it's about actually expanding your ability to hold more of it. Think of it like strength training for your mind. You don't just survive lifting the weight, you build the muscle to handle even more and with less strain. That's the real goal for leaders today.
And if you're a CHRO or a Chief People Officer listening to this part is especially for you. Your job carries this unique and often totally invisible weight. You're the buffer, the emotional shock absorber, the one who has to stay steady when everything else is chaos. That kind of role demands an enormous amount of internal capacity.
And let's be clear, this isn't just a personal issue, it's an organizational one. The McKinsey Health Institute found that a quarter of all employees around the world are dealing with burnout. And when leaders are running on empty, that stress just trickles down and poisons the whole culture.
Cindy Liu actually has a great term for this: functional burnout. It's when you're still getting things done, you're still hitting your targets, but inside, your system is just redlining. You can feel it in your body, right? The tight shoulders, the mind that won't shut off, that constant hum of urgency. Your body is screaming stress, even when you're trying to focus.
And this is not some soft, nice-to-have conversation anymore. It's a massive business risk. A Deloitte study found that a staggering 71% of C-suite leaders would actually leave their job for one that better supported their well-being. So if you want to keep your best people, you have to stop them from burning out. It's that simple.
So what do we do? Well, the solution probably isn't what you think. It's not a week-long vacation or some fancy retreat. I mean, those are great, but they're temporary fixes. The real, lasting solution is something much smaller and much more consistent, what Cindy calls the micro reset. And check out how simple this can be. We're not talking about adding hours of meditation to your day. We're talking about a 2-minute breathing exercise between back-to-back meetings, a quick walk around the floor. These are tiny, tactical things you can do to shift your nervous system out of overdrive and start building back that capacity.
And the crazy thing is, these little moments have a huge impact. There's a concept called emotional contagion. It means when a leader is calm, centered, and regulated, that feeling of stability actually spreads to the entire team. It creates psychological safety. Your personal state literally sets the tone for the entire organization.
Which brings us right back to that central idea. Recovery isn't taking a break from performance. It's not a sign that you can't handle it. Recovery is the work. It's the engine that actually fuels high performance over the long haul. So I want to leave you with this question to really think about. In a world where the pressure is always on, what are the small, intentional things that truly help you reset? What's your micro reset going to be?
This entire framework for sustainable leadership, it's all based on the powerful work of Cindy Liu at CHRO Partners. It's such a vital shift in thinking for any leader who wants to do more than just survive the pressure, but actually thrive in it. Thanks so much for tuning in.